Look at him, he's heading for that small moon.
I think I can get him before he gets there. He's almost in range.
That's no moon. It's a space station.
It's too big to be a space station.
Very bad feeling about this.
Hey!
Hello.
How we doing? Hello, everyone. Douglas, how we doing tonight? You know Douglas used to live in Dubai.
Yes, we learned that on my notes that I took
Yeah.
the last time that I have no idea
Yeah.
where they ended up.
Yeah, we took notes about people because I can't remember anything, and now we don't know where they are. We were talking about KTMs. You used to have like a KTM quad in Dubai. They'd roll around on in the desert.
That's cool.
It's a raining morning, yeah. I imagine it's that time of year, right? I have the Thai weather, like Bangkok, on my phone. Yeah. And every day, it's like rain, all the time.
We had a crazy thunderstorm the other night.
We had a wild thunderstorm. Woke me up. Like, it was ridiculously loud. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
I wish it would have been
really loud.
during the day so I could take a nap. I like taking a nap with a thunderstorm.
Yeah. It wasn't like a relaxing thunderstorm though. It was like violent thunderstorm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was wild. Yep. Another Friday Live. Just hanging out.
Nobody else has one tonight, right?
I don't think so. Dave did one last night, which means we'll probably do one tomorrow. Chuck just does them randomly sometimes, but he's on a cruise ship, so it's going to be hard for him to do lives.
Yeah.
What are you breaking over there?
I don't know. It's a plug for the thing for like Ethernet
if you
cord.
want to have Ethernet, she's
Yeah.
messing with once again, she's messing with things.
Sorry, off camera.
Off camera.
My son went to swearing this morning, but sounds like no pay if the government doesn't get funded.
Yeah, it's complicated. This happened back in like 2016, I think, 15, whenever I became a recruiter, because I was selected to go to the recruiting school, but then the government shut down, so we didn't have any funding, which I was still going to school, but there was no civilians in the processing center to like do anything. So I couldn't get orders, I couldn't clear, like there was all kind of stuff I had to do to get to Fort Jackson.
I feel like that was 2013-ish.
13-ish?
Because we moved to Colorado in
Okay.
December of 2016.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 2013 in the fall. Luckily, with like using USAA as our bank, they'll just deposit a check or they basically give you like an interest-free loan for the amount of what your paycheck should be. Does that make sense? So,
And then when your check,
then when I finally get paid and I get like a double paycheck, they just take their portion out of it. So,
What up, Tommy?
Tommy, hey, what's going on? When is he supposed to leave for like basic training?
Was he?
Because if he just swore in this morning,
He should be leaving, right?
yeah, I don't know. Because usually you do two swear-ins. You do the swear-in when you pick your job, which they do one and it's not.
That's not
You
like,
can still get out of it.
Yeah.
But then they do the official one like the morning you're about to leave. What's up? E3. Yep, I was an E3.
Our son actually is enlisting as an E3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I had a bunch of college. I had my associate's degree and stuff, so I came in as an E3. And then I think if you have a bachelor's, you come in as an E4. Yeah. So that's how that works. But you can come in, and his bonus was 50 grand. That's cool. When I enlisted, the max was 40.
Yeah.
So I actually got 52, like when you counted all my bonuses up, but then it just was like 40 max.
Yeah. So what branch was he going in? I can't remember.
I don't. Was it Army,
I can't remember if it was Army or.
Air Force, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard?
I don't remember which
remember.
one it was.
Yeah. Don't ask me. Don't ask me to remember anything. I'm the worst. We were trying to remember Brett and Lori's name earlier, Chuck and Paige's friend, and I was like, "What are their names?" His name's Jim.
I said Brian.
You said Brian. I said Jim.
You said Jim and Lori,
Jim and Lori.
which was funny because that's actually my dad's neighbor's names, and I don't think you've ever met Jim and Lori.
That
but-
may be why I thought of it, because maybe they were mentioned at some time. It was just
Probably.
in my brain, weird like
Probably.
that.
Yeah. 45 days.
45 days. Yeah. Cool.
Awesome.
So, yeah, beginning of October. Wait. 45 days from sign up. Yeah, okay. Yep. That's soon. That's in a few days.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, and it was 40K plus 10. That's cool. Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. It was kind of weird how it worked for me. I was disappointed. There's things I did, like I quick shipped and stuff that I didn't have to do because I didn't get the money for it. You
Yeah.
know? So, whatever. No big deal. That was a decade and a half ago. He changed and went in Army. Okay. He wants to jump out of planes. I remember that now. We talked about that. I remember
I
talking
do.
about it.
Yeah, it's 'cause we were talking about your knees.
That's nuts. Yeah. But cool. Hope he has fun doing that.
Where is he going for basic training?
Oh, yeah. I don't think you mentioned that before.
No. Our son leaves November
14th for basic training.
It's called
Initial entry training, I think.
Army.
not Army.
I just looked it up the other day. It's weird. I don't remember, but it's definitely not basic training like the Army is.
Yeah, I think it's called initial entry training.
Yeah.
Or initial Air Force training or something like that. Not sure. Yeah. I mean, there's only a few places.
Yeah.
for
Let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to keep tabs and see how he's doing.
Yeah, we've been a lot of places too.
Yeah.
So, chances are I've at least been there,
Yeah.
if not stationed there. But yeah, he's leaving. He picked up. He's doing special warfare. He went from I want to do maintenance to I
Special.
want to do special warfare. And I will say, watching him try and use a socket wrench today, he should not be in maintenance.
We decided we were not doing that on our lives.
No, it's good. I mean, special warfare, whatever. He's gonna do cool things.
Jump out of planes is just one of the things that he can do.
Yeah,
so.
if he ends up being a PJ, a parajumper, jump out of planes.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
going to San Antonio.
Yeah, San Antonio is the
Air
only
Force.
place they do Air Force initial training. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. He wants to do PJ. I think is one of the ones he mentioned doing. I work with a bunch of TAC-Ps, which are like the tactical air ground controllers, right? So they get the like F-18s on the radio and guide them in to the targets for us. So they're cool, but yeah, but PJ is no joke. PJ is a hard job. It's like,
He needs it though.
yeah.
He needs.
Well, it's
something
like when we get in trouble, we call the police. When Special Forces gets in trouble, they call the PJs. Like that's how that works.
Yeah.
It's a highly skilled job. Highly skilled. The border stuff is getting worse again. Yeah, I mean, I posted a couple of videos. One of them I found from this thing called FitFam, which is like a local kind of gossip, what's going on in the town Instagram page. So I took that video where they were chasing the migrants on Mount Cristo Rey. Did you watch the video I posted?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were chasing with a helicopter.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. I saw it on
Throwing-
FitFam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was on FitFam. Yeah. Which I don't know if anybody's ever been in like the prop wash of like a helicopter, but it kicks up a lot of rocks. So I'm sure that was not comfortable. But they
Right.
could have ran the other way because the helicopters don't exactly turn around on a dime. So they could have ran farther in
Yeah.
and it wouldn't have done anything to them. Probably would have been less painful. But yeah, and then I went out to this training area and we passed what I was told by someone who lives out there that it's a like where there's like a migrant processing facility out there because there's just no room in the town. Like people were sleeping all around the Jacinto Square downtown, like
They were
because there's
putting
no room because the hotels were either overbooked or like getting trashed, so they refused to like house them anymore.
yeah.
And like all the shelters are full, and if you went in a shelter, you couldn't leave the shelter, like because they want people just coming and grabbing food and blankets and running away outside again. So
When my mom and
it's
I
a
went
mess.
when my mom and I went to Costco, I stopped. Our Costco doesn't have a gas station, so I went to Sam's Club to get gas. And there were some like kids that were probably like 13, 16. There was like a group of like 5 or 6 of them. And they were walking around the pumps. And you could tell that I'm not trying to like point them out or whatever, but they all had like red cinch bags.
Yeah.
Like that they give them. But they were all walking around and asking the people that were putting oh, what happened? That was weird.
I don't know.
They
Hope
were-
we're still on. Are we still live? Let me know.
Yes, 11 minutes, 46, 7, 48. But yeah, they were walking around asking people at the pumps for money.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
some of them didn't have shoes on.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's what's going on? All right, we're back. That was weird.
not exactly sure what happened.
I
Sorry.
think my computer didn't update. Oh,
Whoa.
and now we got feedback on the other one. I'm gonna keep talking just to make it awkward for Jamie. Yeah, so that was weird. My computer asked permission for something to open earlier. I think it downloaded like an update because it went crazy
Sorry.
there for a minute. What are you laughing at, babe? While I'm opening all the tabs again.
Douglas.
What do you say?
Government shutdown.
Oh yeah, they got me. So that's perfect.
That's funny.
That is a good one. Yeah. Old
Yeah.
government
While he's doing this, we'll say a little bit more about the migrants and stuff. We
yeah.
live far enough east that we really don't see a lot of it. We honestly get like our information and stuff that we see from a FitFam or on the
Yeah.
news or whatever. But
FitFam's more accurate than the news, though.
yeah, FitFam is definitely more accurate because you have people who are actually in there and dealing with it. So I know that some of the schools and stuff, I know on the far west side there have been some schools, and then in New York where some of the migrant children have started going, and there's been issues in New York because they need bilingual teachers and
yeah.
stuff like that. But
Yeah.
but yeah, we aren't actually really affected by it. We don't notice it unless, we do go downtown and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
Yep.
Green is gone. Yeah, because like that video with the them using the helicopter to dissuade them from crossing over, like the news isn't going to say anything about it because most of the news pretends like there's not an issue, and
Yeah.
then like Fox News won't say anything bad about the Customs and Border Patrol, so they won't show it. But like it definitely happens. Like that's a mountain we want to go climb. There's a cool like cross at the top, like Mount Cristo Rey's like this thing here where there's like, is it Mary? Jesus? I don't know.
I don't know. Mary.
Somebody
Jesus-
up there.
Mary, Jesus,
Christo is up there.
Yeah, not sure.
So I'm pretty sure it's Christ, the raves of Christ or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But yeah, we can go up there. But
You can
right
go
now
up there,
it's-
yeah, but you have to go like on a scheduled tour, like with a church or something, like on Easter or something like that, because it is possible, like even before the migrant issue, that you could go up there and get like mugged and
There
stuff
have been
like
issues
that.
of people's cars being broken into and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That park and then go.
It even happens out in the desert. Like I know people that are into all the desert riding and stuff with their like high-end motorcycles and like side by sides and stuff, and like you have to go out there in groups because if you go by yourself, there's people out there, maybe not even the whole illegal thing, but like out there like committing crime, like stealing your stuff and leaving you stranded on the side of the road
Yeah.
because they took your bike. So yeah, it's a little bit of the Wild West out here at times. Technical difficulties. Yeah, it was weird. Things started flashing. I was like, what's going on? I'm like, you know what? I bet anything. It just did like a Microsoft update. But it fixed itself. Robert Mack,
Welcome,
good
welcome.
evening. I started your live the other day. I was at work, but I just started it
You
for a
worked
few
so
minutes.
hard.
No, but I was checking my phone for something else and I got an update.
Oh.
So I put it on while I was checking my phone and talking to Steve. I just checked in and said hi. He was doing a live out there at the lake somewhere.
That sounds nice.
Missouri, I think.
Missouri.
Yeah. Out in Missouri. Government shutdown. That was a good one. That's the best line of the night there,
Yep.
Douglas.
If we had a prize, you would definitely get it.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
No prizes. No prizes today. What are my thoughts on the soldier who went to North Korea and then let go? So, old Private Travis King. Man. So, I have a lot. I don't know the kid personally, but so I just came back from Korea last year. He was with us. He was in my brigade, in 1st Brigade in Korea, right? But he got in trouble. He got in a bar fight with like some Koreans or something like that, and then got arrested, and then like kicked out the window of the cop car or something, some craziness, because that's what soldiers do. So he was in a Korean jail, serving a Korean prison sentence. So what happens then is 2ID, that is in charge of all of Korea, right, out of Washington State, they took him on as their soldier, right? We transfer all this stuff over, and he's their soldier temporarily while he was in jail. And then we got out, he was being transferred back to us. So he had orders to come back to my brigade at Fort Bliss. And he took the tour. He went to the airport. He got escorted from the jail, whatever. He had probably a couple days, whatever, get dressed, shower, put on your Army uniform. They escorted him to the airport, but they didn't escort him into the airport, like past customs and everything for the international flight.
Dumb.
This is all speculation. This is what I was told. He told them he didn't have his passport, which he didn't need, because if he had orders, military orders saying you have to come back to this place at this time, that's all you need. That and your ID, right? Your military ID. So, word is, he was like, I don't have my passport. Let me go grab my passport. Turned around. At that point, his escorts had left. So he hopped on probably like the train network there, because those tours all leave out of Seoul. So they leave out of Seoul, and then like they drive all the way up there. But everything kind of starts in Seoul, because that's where I did my DMZ tour. And I actually got a phone call. It was like an Instagram message back and forth, not a phone call, from some Korean reporter that was like, hey, I saw your video. And this was when he first got taken, like back in July. He's like, will you talk about it or whatever? And I was like, yeah, off the record, like you can just ask me questions. I'll let you know what it's like. But like, you could probably definitely run across that border. Like there are
Stupid.
Like 3.
Stupid, though.
Oh yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in a Korean prison, like he's a moron. But his mom says she can't believe it, so he must not be her baby boy. But you can easily go across that border, like you. So the tour has a U.S. service member in the front, a U.S. service member in the back. The one in the front's giving the tour. The one in the back is like making like hurting you, right?
Yeah.
Like staying in the back, and they're like the rear person.
Like a preschool field trip.
Yeah, they're the one that maintains the back, and that's how far back everyone is. And then there's like 3 Korean special forces guys. Like they're these high speed like trained guys apparently that are up there. They're like a bunch of, because they don't carry weapons, so it's like a bunch of combative skills and all that stuff. I don't think they carry weapons. I don't remember them having weapons. Maybe a pistol, but definitely not a rifle. But you could have definitely, when they weren't paying attention, like darted across, because the border was right there. Like it was about the distance to cross a street away. Like
That's
you
crazy.
could definitely run up there. But you run the risk of like them shooting you, the North Koreans shooting you. But this was still like the very edge of COVID, so the North Koreans weren't out there at all. And like I think I've talked about it before, and you can watch in my video. Like the whole area was like all weeds and everything, because no one's upkeeping it because no one was allowed to be there. Like we had a special tour that we got assigned that we like requested through some people in the military. But you could definitely go run across that border. Like you could have definitely done it. When everybody stopped at those blue rooms, you probably couldn't because they were watching you there. But right before there, you kind of cross this corner and there's a grassy area, and they explain where some North Korean drove a car and like hit the ditch, because there's like a big ditch that kind of divides it, and jumped out and ran and got shot like 3 times. There's these bullet holes in this tree and this post and everything, this telephone pole, and that guy lived or whatever. He went to South Korea. But you could definitely do the opposite and run across, which is what he did.
Dumb.
But I don't know anything else about him, so now he's going to come back to wonderful Fort Bliss and get chaptered out. The crazy thing is he got paid that whole time. As a young,
Not
he got demoted down to, E1, but he still got paid that entire time. He still got his overseas pay. He still got all that stuff. Yeah, I'm sure he forfeited. I think because he can only forfeit, I think, up to 90 days pay. So he still got paid for quite a bit. So he's going to get a nice chunk of a check to fly home to mom and never be able to get a decent job again. Because I'm sure he's going to be on every kind of crazy watch list that there is out there. So
Probably.
why can't I scroll up? Oh, I got to be on it? Okay. Yeah, he's going to be here for sure. Unless they completely changed his unit because of all this and he's just out processing down there. But he was definitely in Ready First, my brigade. In California. I remember you saying you were going on a road trip. Are you going to meet Bobby? Because there's Bobby. I saw he was on Route 66. I just watched one of your videos, Bobby, about the noodle place, the famous noodle place in Surin, where they wrap it in like the newspaper and stuff. It looked good. It looked real good. Because some of the noodles are all soup kind of based, and those are like, it's hot in Thailand, and I don't want soup.
Yeah.
But like the dry noodles or like pad thai style, like I can get into that for sure. For sure. Saying hi.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, where Trump met Kim Jong-un and they walked across that area. That whole area was like pristine and the buildings had been repainted and it looked perfect. In real life, and especially during COVID, like you can look at my video, like there's tall ass weeds everywhere. If it was El Paso, the code enforcement would come and give them a fine for not pulling their weeds.
Probably.
They just did that the other day.
Oh yeah, they were taking
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah, taking pictures. Well, I saw some guy out there with like a wheelbarrow pulling weeds behind his house. They saying hey, good morning, good evening for sure. Over here, coming up on 8 o'clock already.
Yeah.
I don't know how long this live stream is gonna go, but it'll go on for a while until Jamie has to leave or I decide it's time to go to bed. Your volume is off. Oh, is anybody else having a volume issue? You mean the volume like it's not loud enough, or you mean like the audio isn't synced up properly? Let me know.
Or do you have your volume turned all the way down?
Maybe.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe. But yeah, a little tired. I had to get up at like 4 in the morning because I had the motorcycle advanced course today that I had to get through.
Did they say anything about your large,
Large?
loud bike?
Not really. There's a couple other loud bikes. One guy had like a nice souped up like race bike that he's the one with the full like race suit on and stuff. It was a loud bike. It was pretty awesome. Mine's fine. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, don't do the thumbs up thing. I gotta remember to thumbs up myself. Wherever I am up there, I'll find it later. But yeah, so I did the motorcycle course, so that's good for the next 5 years. So that should get me right into retirement.
Nice.
Not have to worry about doing any more motorcycle safety courses. Required. I wouldn't mind doing them again, but just required courses. Because I would be restricted from riding to work if I didn't get it done. But that's done. It's just a fun day of riding around, swerving around cones and counter steering and all kind of stuff. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
You had fun?
Mm-hmm.
You weren't there.
I know.
And it was still so hot. I wanted to do it later. I wanted to do it in October, but we're going to be busy in October. I'm going to be out of town, and it's just, I'm glad it got done at like 11 because it was hella hot out there today.
Yeah, when you said that you probably wouldn't be done till around 3, I was like, damn, he's gonna be grumpy when he gets home.
No. Well, so the two guys that run this are like retired El Paso cops, motorcycle cops. I mean, you know how the course goes, right? They tell you, okay, be there at 6 or be there before 6. We start right at 6, and this course is going to go until whatever 3 o'clock because we got to put our 8 hours in and plus lunch break and all that kind of stuff. But they make sure like they don't fill the classes all the way up, and then they get you through all the training and tell you what a great job you did, and we can either stop now and go to lunch, and be back here in like an hour, or we can just go ahead and push on through into these last 2 courses in the classroom. And so everybody's like, let's just go get it done.
Push on through.
So I did that. It worked out perfect because then I meet a buddy. He helped me move some stuff. But yeah, it was good. It was a good time. Hey, what's going on? Long distance riding. No. My bike is definitely not like a cruiser or like a touring bike. It is good for what?
I gotta go.
Okay, you'll be back in how long?
Maybe half hour, 40 minutes.
Okay, I probably won't be still on here in 40 minutes.
I have to go
But I
pick
might
our
be.
daughter up. She has homecoming tomorrow, so she's getting her nails done. So I'm going to
Yeah.
go get her.
Yeah.
Logan can tell you a little bit about her homecoming stuff, but
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to really embellish it and make it really
he will.
interesting.
He's really good at it.
No.
Love you.
Love you too. Have a fun drive over there. You need your shoes? Oh, those are mine.
Those are yours.
Never mind, those are
Mine
my
are in
shoes.
the living
Where
room.
you didn't even wear shoes? Oh, good. Now I can move this other chair out of the way and center myself.
Now I know how you really feel
And-
about doing lives with me.
So, well, because we have the mic here, right? Let me move the thing out the way. And I always feel like if I listen back that it sounds like I'm super far away, because we probably are. We sit back like this and talk, and we're in a room that's kind of echoey in this office area. But I think if I get a little closer, it sounds better. So I bought one of those arms. What are they called? I got a picture of it somewhere. At least I used to. Yeah, a boom arm, that mounts to the desk and has like the arm that comes across. So hopefully we can pull the mic closer to us, between us, and it'll sound better. But now that I'm leaning forward, I imagine it's sounding somewhat better. I wonder because you can hear I hear my laptop fan. Can you hear the fan of the laptop? I hope not. But yeah, I bought that. I bought like a light, one of those ring lights, and I bought a better webcam so I can actually like put the camera maybe that direction, facing this way, and then I still have the laptop on the side, but I wouldn't be using the actual camera on the laptop. But yeah, I'm using this other light right now. It's kind of bright, and it makes my face all shiny. I don't know. Weird. Yeah, no long distance riding. My bike is definitely just like for around town having fun. It's basically just a dirt bike. with a little more street legal stuff on it. It's not a highway cruiser. Like when I ride to work, have you seen those videos and stuff? Like going 70, 75 is like cranking that engine out, that little single cylinder, and it's vibrating, and like my hands are like, definitely has a nice vibration when you're done. I go to pull out my ID when I go to the gate, and it's like sometimes my fingers are a little tingly. Yeah, so that's not gonna happen. I don't really want to do that. I don't know. I like riding, but I like riding through the city. I like seeing the things. Not that I don't like a nice trip through like mountains or something. I don't know, but not around here. It's just flat desert, nothing here. Like if I want to go out to like Carlsbad Caverns, like it's literally just a road to nowhere with little tiny towns along the way. There's not a bunch out there, and when there is stuff out there, I've already done it. So. But unless you have some advice on some place to go from around here, I'm probably not taking that bike anywhere outside of El Paso. Yeah, so that's literally the whole reason I got my motorcycle license and bought a motorcycle, is because I know a lot of these countries I want to go visit and we want to live in have a huge like scooter and motorcycle culture, and I want to make sure I'm competent on how to ride before trying to hit some of that crazy traffic I've seen. And I still don't want to be like in downtown Bangkok on Sukhumvit Road when there's like 100 motorcycles all trying to turn at once. It looks like a school of fish going through the streets. But yeah, I mean, compared to like buying a car in another country, unless we're like this is where we're living forever, this is long term, I'm just gonna rent scooters and motorcycles and stuff, or buy them cheap. I mean, that's the way to go. I can't hear the fan good because I can hear it, but I have like the noise canceling thing on. So boom arm. Yep. First Cav hat. Yeah, I was in the Cav way back in, that's my first unit. So when I joined in 2007, finished basic training stuff, 2008, I got to the Cav and I was there till 2000 into 2012, 13, and that's when I went to recruiting school. But yeah, I was in the Cav. I was in 282 FA, 3rd Brigade, 1st Cav. So that's my Cav hat, and we used to wear them. 3 guys I worked with in recruiting in North Carolina were also at 1st Cav. So we did like 1st Cav Thursdays or something, and we all wear our 1st Cav hats, and then we get yelled at for wearing our hats because we're not supposed to wear them when recruiting. So yeah, we used to do that. Those good old days of recruiting. Man, I don't miss that. Don't miss that at all. That was some work, boy. Especially because I'm not the kind of person that wants to just go up to random high school kids and try and talk them into joining the army. Seems stupid, but whatever. That's what you got to do. But yeah, Cav hat. I've had that for, a decade now. Jeez. Yeah. So good old Cav hat, and that's like some other my unit stuff over there, and that Appalachian Trail frame thing is what I got as a going away gift when I was on recruiting duty, because there's a couple times I took leave and went and hiked through the Smokies, which was super fun. Hopefully I can get some injuries fixed and healthy enough to go back and hike it some more, because it is beautiful. Really nice up there. If you want to see photos, they're all on my Facebook. All the old photos of me hiking around the mountains. Doesn't matter because they're incompetent. Oh, what did I miss? You're talking about the scooter culture in some of these countries? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the rules in Thailand. Or they ride on the other side of the street, and I don't. You have to have insurance and a license. I'm sure it can't be that hard to get though. because it must be somehow they get the licenses, because people go there on vacation and ride scooters. So they ride them illegally, or there's like some temporary like 1 month permit you can get maybe to be able to ride a scooter and rent a scooter. I feel like that's a pretty popular business over there for tourism. 84th Engineers. That's cool. You like a horizontal or vertical or combat engineer. What'd you get to do? Oh, hey Nicole, you just missed Jamie. She had to run out. Maddie has homecoming tomorrow, so she's getting her nails done at some place. And let me find this cool photo of her. So yeah, she's got homecoming tomorrow. Where's my mouse at? I dimmed this other screen I got up here so it's not like super bright in my face, and then I can't find my mouse. Oh, I'm all kinds of messed up today. But let me share this photo. Share screen. There we go. All right, so this is Maddie. She's going to homecoming tomorrow, and it's a huge thing here. Are these mums? I don't know if anybody's heard of this. It was not a thing where I went to school, and it's not like a corsage or like whatever you wear, boutonniere, for like homecoming. This is what she wore to school today. It's this thing. Let me see if I can grab it here. This thing. Look at this thing. It's huge. What in the world is this? And guys wear them too. Obviously, they don't look as girly as this thing, but like if you're a couple, that's the thing you do. When I was in school, I remember you could like pay $1 for like a rose or something, and they give it to a girl. You know, this is like a big thing here. You pay to have them made. There's like a teddy bear on it, and like little bells, and it says like Senior and Maddie and Devin. Devin's her boyfriend's name. But it's a thing here. So if anybody knows about this, because I've never ever heard of this thing before. Let me unshare that. There we go. Yeah. So it's a cool thing. I don't get why they do it here, but it's a culture thing here. I know what a mum is, and those aren't real flowers on that thing. But it's just like, it reminds me of like when like a horse wins a race and they get like the grand prize ribbon. But whatever, that's what they're into here. El Paso is a very unique place to live, for sure. The culture is very interesting here. International license, most likely. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know I can get an international license. I know you can just apply for an international license based on the country you're in if it meets the criteria, which I'm sure the U.S. does. And get a license through AAA. Yeah. I'll have to figure all this out eventually, but right now it's really, I just want to ride my bike to have the experience and the practice to feel comfortable, being able to move abruptly or be able to, was it like emergency swerve and braking and stuff like that. Bring your national license with your original when renting until you get a Thai license. Okay. I can do whatever. I mean, because that's the thing, because we won't be old enough to like live in Thailand, right? Like long term. It's not going to be like a retirement visa. So we'll have to leave every 90 days and come back and all that, if that is even the rule still, because I hear that they're changing some of that stuff, and who knows what it'll be in 4 or 5 years when I get there. We were construction engineers. Okay, yeah, heavy equipment. Yeah, that's what Jamie's brother, my brother-in-law, he's an engineer in the Ohio National Guard. He runs like, I don't know, backhoes and like road graders and all that kind of stuff. So every whatever year they go somewhere and dig a new hole and then flatten it out again, and that's their training, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. That lifestyle compared to the combat arms I've had is very different to me. Talking about how they go out and they just like dig things. It's weird. I don't see how that's useful, but whatever. That's what they do. I guess. I mean, it's weird to me because for the majority of my career, it's been the war on terror. You didn't have to build that kind of stuff. But in a more an adversary that has the same skills as us, like a near peer threat, you could definitely require engineers to fix roads, build bridges, build buildings, all that stuff for us. $2.7 a year for trash is crazy. What? I must have missed. Is that the... I haven't watched the video yet where it was like to pay or not to pay. But if that's 2.7 bots a year, so like what, $10 maybe? Something like that. Yeah. No clothes needed with that. And that is a medium-sized mum. This thing is a medium. Like, she took some photos of the other kids. Like, they're huge. And the school made like this 2-story one that hangs off one of the balconies in one of the hallways down to like the other floor. It's a thing here. The guys, one dude had like a toga thing, and it was like a big mum hooked to it. Jamie looked it up. It started in like Missouri or something, is like a thing only like the homecoming court got, and then it's evolved into what it is, and they added their El Paso flair on it, and that's what it is now. And now I got this thing in my office. I don't know why it's not hanging in her room, but her boyfriend came over and like asked her to the homecoming and put a bunch of candles and stuff in her room, trying to be all romantic. In my day, like, you didn't really have to ask anyone. Like, if you were already dating, it was just assumed you were going. Like, you only had to ask somebody is like if you weren't dating that person. They've been dating for like a year, maybe? I don't know, something like that. Saying hi to Bobby. Saying morning, Tommy, Douglas. Everybody saying hi. Drove through El Paso when I visited. Yeah, I mean, you can get through El Paso because it's got I-10s in El Paso, right? And I'm pretty sure I-10 goes like all the way to like San Diego. So you can just take that and it comes right here. And I-10 is what connects like to the border over here as well. So major trucking lane through here for sure. Mac is a driving fool. I'm sure. I don't know. I like road trips. We were talking about taking one and going to Arizona just because we haven't like been there, and there's a ton of stuff to do there. Go to Scottsdale, go to Phoenix. Grand Canyon is there? Yeah, Grand Canyon's there. And then maybe take a trip up to Utah. I don't know. With my work schedule, it's kind of crazy right now. It's going to be crazy up. It's going to only ramp up and be more crazy and busy until February. And then when I get back from training in February, it should kind of taper off. But they're talking about moving me to a different brigade, which means I'd be jumping right in halfway through that rising wave and have to do it all over again. But I don't know yet. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how things go. Yeah, so let's see. What's been happening? Jamie's mom just visited last week with her boyfriend. So that was nice. I hadn't seen them in quite a while. Sometime before Korea. So a couple years. So that was nice to see them. Yeah, this came down, hung out. Her boyfriend's looking at buying a house here maybe. Like, he got off the plane and loved El Paso. So the prices were good here compared to where he lives in Ohio. And weather's better. No humidity. He's retired. So he doesn't have to worry about having a job. That's what's great about El Paso. Is El Paso is a very blue collar community. So prices stay low because, you know, it's not this touristy area or like a huge industrial area or anything like that. There's no major colleges here except for UTEP, which is not, you know, they have a real football team, but they're not like a powerhouse. So it keeps costs low. So if you're retired and don't have to find a job, it's perfect. Now, if you're moving here because you need a job, like, I don't know. There's FedEx companies, there's Amazon warehouses, there's all the other companies you can think of that ship out of here. But yeah, I wouldn't say, unless you already have like a skill, I wouldn't come here looking for college and a job unless you want to be like a high school teacher or something like that. I'm back, switching to another phone. Oh, 5 years. Yep, exactly. We used to switch to new phones. I got the iPhone. I had to do it. Jury's still out on if I like it or not. It frustrates me because it's different than the Google phones that I've had for like the last 5 years or so. I haven't had an actual Apple phone since like the six when I was a recruiter. So that was more than a decade ago, for sure. But yeah, switch to this. A little frustrating. And I don't care about all the features. I don't care about all the things it can do. I just want simplicity. And that's what Apple promises, is like the simplicity. And you eventually, if you buy the laptop and you buy the watch and you buy the tablet, like there's a simplicity and they all work together. Right now, it's very frustrating. I was on my motorcycle riding somewhere, and then when I got to where I knew I was and didn't need it anymore, I told Siri to stop my navigation. Now she's going to yell at me. But it was like, your Apple navigation isn't running. I'm like, it's because I'm using Google Maps, because Google Maps is way better than the Apple Maps. But she wouldn't turn it off. So I'm riding my motorcycle with one hand, like pushing the freaking buttons on my phone. Annoying. I probably could have just waited until I stopped at a light or something, but you know how it is. Hey, what's going on, Maui? How you doing? Did you go on a beach walk today? I normally get notifications, but I just said I switched to a new phone, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not getting notifications anymore. I don't know. It's frustrating. I don't know how to use it. I'm not buying a watch. I have like a fitness tracker, kind of like the one Chuck has. It's just like counts my steps, my calories, all that kind of stuff. I can use it, like I can time like running and stuff on it, but I don't need my wrist to tell me who's calling me and talk to it and answer texts on it. It's just a little too much for me. I prefer to not have any of that stuff. But I was frustrated when I leave my phone at the desk and walk around and do all this work, and then I'd never be able to count my steps. So I wanted to get my steps counted. Sent you a line. Check. Yeah, I got a line. I forget even who I have on there. I don't know. I downloaded Line. Someone asked me to, and I downloaded it, and they asked me a couple questions about something, and then that was it. But I still have it. I just don't use it. I use WhatsApp and Signal. That's basically what's popular here for the military. $6.40 a year for trash. That's crazy. That's like 55 cents a month. It's crazy. Like a little over a penny a day. That's crazy, for sure. During my career, engineers, local engineers to work for. Yeah, exactly. So it's just that difference between like the Guard, I think, and like and the reserves and like active duty. I don't know. It frustrates me at times seeing. I'm concerned at times that we would need some of those folks to step up, and they would not have the skills needed, which you saw in some of the war in Iraq and stuff, where was that Lynch got kidnapped and all kind of crazy stuff. They just had some basic knowledge and training. They know how to do things and not get in that situation. Yeah. They paid good another. I have to watch it. I need to catch up. What got me is I saw the one you posted about check out our backyard or whatever, and I started it, and it's like an hour long. And I'm kind of a stickler for like jumping around in people's videos. I don't like to jump. Like I'll go watch it and I'll go back and watch a video, because a lot of times, especially when they're just daily life, like they kind of add on to each other. So I got to finish this hour-long one. And this is like my first kind of day off. Well, I'm not going to lie. Wednesday is my birthday, so I left work at like noon because there wasn't a damn thing going on. And then Thursday was kind of a wasted day. And then today I had the motorcycle course, so I got out early. So I need to edit some videos. I have like 3 videos I need to edit. I I don't want to get off work and just come home and sit in here and edit. Especially when we had family visiting, that would have been awkward. Just to sit here and not talk to them. Saying hi to Ron, Mr. Ron John. How are you doing, man? I didn't even really catch that was you posting that up there. Oh, my bad. Ron, you need to change your name to all caps. Since you didn't you like the all caps and it's kind of a joke, like you need to just change the Ron John to all caps. My first shipping to school, Army Air Corps, on a dredge. Whoa, really? Like a river dredge, like boat thing? I think that's a boat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure dredge is a boat. I don't know. I watched that Alaskan gold show a few years ago when it was popular, and I remember them like using a dredge. On the dredge, McFarland. What does that mean? Why is it not? What is it doing? Why is my clicker not clicking? What's it doing? There we go. Man, my computer's acting a fool. For those that got here like a little later, like my whole computer shut down. Luckily, the stream kept going. I was able to log back in, but I think my computer did like an update and it's freaking out because I haven't like done the restart on the actual whole computer. I just shut down all the pages and opened it back up again. Hit the like button. Yeah, sure. Hit that like button. She does. I know. I was telling the story about how I wouldn't turn off my GPS to my son. I just called her SIRI. So she wouldn't go off and start freaking out. And then when I started talking about how she was better than Google, then my Google Home speakers started like talking. And I would like to get maybe Siri and my Google Home speakers in a conversation. That'd be interesting. What in the world? I need to look this up then. The dredge, McFarland. And you retired from there. That's cool. I have to look all this up. Switched to Apple years ago. See, back to this conversation about the Apple and the Android. Switched years ago. Yeah. 10 plus. Yeah. I don't know. I get keeping a phone for a while, especially now. They're so expensive and the improvements aren't that great. It's not like these major jumps in technology. Like, nothing. Like the last decade, not a whole lot has changed about phones. The screens just get bigger. You know, faster processors, like a computer, but there's nothing new about them. They take pictures, and you can scroll around the internet and buy things on Amazon or Lazada, which is what most of y'all do. Which I think is just the Amazon of China. It's like Alibaba and stuff like that. Yeah. Off the coast of Tampa for 60 days. But that sounds like fun, but was ridiculously like humid and stuff. That would not be fun. 1969, wow. That was a while ago, man. How did you work on the dredge? I'm sure we'll find out here in a minute. Hey, Scott, what's going on? Oh, so I changed some mic things. What did I change? I turned off the echo, and I turned on stereo audio. I turned off echo cancellation, because in some of the videos I listen back and it sounds like crap. And I have on the stereo audio, which I don't really care about. So I think it sounds good. I'm just working on it. This isn't like an expensive nice mic. It's like a Finine. But I seem to find a lot of parts for them, and like the boom I just bought is going to work out good for them. But I think it's just like a budget mic. Nothing special. I don't need anything special anyway. All caps. There we go. Yeah, big. Yeah, exactly. Big hoppers, and then dumped it out. Yeah, like because they dredge like shipping ports and stuff, because eventually, you know, they have to clear it out because their ships got to get in there. It has to be deep. Yeah, I know what a dredge is. Yeah, the Panama Canal and all that, right? Yeah. Hi, to everybody saying hi. Yeah, Nicole, Jamie had some questions. I forget what she was going to. We were watching one of those girl talk things. I can't remember what they called them. the Thai girl talk things, and she had some questions, and I can't remember what they were. So I'm sure she'll either put them in the bottom of one of the one of your videos as a comment, or she'll ask you next time or something, because she had like some questions to ask the group of ladies. You don't like humid. You want like I don't mind humid if it's my decision to be in the humid, all right? But work in the military, I got to wear these long ass pajamas and boots, and I'm more of a t-shirt and cargo shorts and flip-flops kind of guy, you know, when it's like that kind of weather. And I don't get an option to go into somewhere air conditioned or an option to go pick up a drink at a store. Like, I'm just sucking and hating life. So I don't mind it if it's my choice to do it. Jamie, on the other hand, Jamie is not a big humid weather person either, but I think she'll be okay. It's more about what you're doing while you're there than just like living in it and getting in your hot car just to drive to work and then get back in your hot car and drive home like everybody does for the first like 50 years of their lives. No fun. C project. $189 a month. Yeah, that sucks. I know it was 1969, but that's still horrible money, I'm sure, for 1969. I'm sure, God, even, I mean, $500 a month sounds way more reasonable when a house only costs like whatever, 20 grand or something. But yeah, that's horrible money. You can't do anything for $189. Yeah, I don't know. And hide everybody. Yes, as a comment. Yeah, I'll have her add a comment. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have her add a comment to one of the videos or something. Humidity sucks. Yeah, Jamie. But I'm like, Jamie, it's not going to be that bad. Like, you get used to it a little bit. You get, scoot over here. You get used to it a little bit. Like, you get in a routine of what you want to do, like going and walking early in the day, coming home when it gets hot out, be in the air conditioning, or taking a nice nap till the evening when it gets a little cooler again. You know, a nice big old beer with some ice. I'm into the Thai style beers. I'll say that. I'll do that at my house. I'll pour like a Modelo in a glass with some ice. It's not bad. It stays nice and cool. As long as it doesn't take you 4 hours to drink it. Like, it doesn't really water it down. Yeah, exactly, dude. What is the weather? Because I was just talking earlier to Douglas about the weather in Thailand, because it shows rain every day. Oh, we're not that bad. We're in where are we at here? Stupid light. 90s, 80s. Yeah. Next Friday it's going to be a high of 80. 77 next weekend. I can't complain about that. It's finally breaking the temperature around here, so that's nice. And it's better than Bangkok. It's all rain every day. 50%, 70%, 55%. Yeah. That's the thing. I would say the rain, does the rain cool it off at all, or does the rain just make it even more humid? Because like growing up in the Midwest, when we finally get a thunderstorm, like it would finally kind of cut it and cool everything off, at least for like a day or so. But I imagine in a tropical area, it just adds to it. Oh, there you go. They'll pay the tuition. That's great. I didn't know they did that back, because they did like a tuition assistance program. Because I know they do it now. That's how I finished my bachelor's. But I don't think about things like, you know, basically my experience with the military was like the first like Desert Storm, Desert Shield when I was a kid, like first remembering things like that. So farther back, like I don't know how any of those incentives worked for military. First snow in Wyoming. Yeah, that's awesome. Colorado, I don't think that's snow yet. Thinking back, we started getting snow in like November, I think. not super early, but it lasts until like May. There'd still be snow on the mountains. I remember like people don't plant until like Mother's Day because everything will still freeze and you'll ruin all your vegetables and stuff that you're planting. But we're gonna go up for Thanksgiving. My mom and dad are flying down. You've seen them briefly in some other videos. I think last Thanksgiving or Christmas they were here. Christmas. I don't know. Don't ask me. Look at my videos. I don't even know my own videos. But they're coming for Thanksgiving, and we're getting a cabin up in Ruidoso, which is like this area kind of in the mountains over here, like 2.5 hours away. And there's like tall pines and stuff, so it's very much a different climate than here in El Paso. But it should be nice, and people are saying it might be snowing up there in November, which would be wild because I haven't seen like a good snowfall, unless you count being the Alaskan airport. But yeah, I haven't seen a good snowfall in a long time. But they're coming. And my parents don't watch these, so I'm not worried about it. And if they do, then they'll find out a secret right now. But we're flying. We got a 4-bedroom place, right, from my parents and me and Jamie, and then Maddie and Theron. But Theron is now leaving for the Air Force on the 16th, 14th, 16th, something like that, of November. So he won't be here. So we bought plane tickets for my brother and his wife, Tyler and Jess, to fly out here and surprise them. So that'll be awesome. If they see this, then the surprise is ruined. But it'll be all right. But yeah, we haven't all been together. My brother's wedding was in like November of 2019. And that was like the last time we were all together. My brother and his wife and Jamie and me, and then my parents. And then Thanksgiving, like 2016, in South Carolina, we went down there and had Thanksgiving with them. So it's been a long time. I don't go back to Ohio often. I haven't been to Ohio since like 2019, maybe 2018. I don't know. Whenever I went back when I was working in Dover, Delaware, I've been all over the place doing all kind of ridiculous things. Oh, where are we at in the chat? My walk this morning was perfect, slightly. Yeah, see, I'm all about the morning walks and the morning runs. I'm very much a morning person. Jamie is not. She keeps saying she's going to get up and exercise with me and go on a walk or ride her bike. But she ends up staying up super late and then getting up late. Yeah. She's already in that retirement mode. She needs to get out of it. While it's raining, it's cool. Yeah, as soon as the rain's over and the sun comes out, it's like a sauna. Yeah, okay, I know that. I know that feeling. That's how it was in Korea. So that I guess that's similar. Korea is definitely more more northern than Thailand and the tropical areas you guys are in. But it's very humid and very green. And when it rains, it feels okay for the most part. Even then, it might be still kind of humid. But then, man, when that sun comes out, it's like thick in the air. It's crazy. Crazy. Vietnam is hotter? Oh, really? Yeah, the rain. Okay, you just gotta get used to it. I mean, people lived in these places hundreds of years. I'm sure it's inhabitable. If you don't like it, just go to your, I'd go to my condo pool and swim around or something and cool off a little bit. Vietnam seems hotter. Now, do you think that's because you were in, like, touristy areas, right? Like, you didn't, like, now you live kind of on the edge of the water in a small little town. There's not giant high-rises and, 5-lane highways and stuff. Do you think that is part of it? Because I know when I've been in cities, like down in Seoul, like, it just felt like all the cement from all the buildings and everything, it just, like, keeps it all hot. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I wonder if you like rented a place somewhere not so hustle and bustle of the city, if it wouldn't be more reasonable to live there, because it shouldn't be that much different. It's coastal, but it's the East Coast instead of the West Coast. I don't know. Well, I guess Thailand's East and West, right? I don't know. I'm not a geography major. Co-op with the Merchant Marine, the school want us to... Okay. Okay, well, that's cool. It's a nice co-op deal they had. Ron John, take your rain back. You know, that's a funny thing. When we moved here, June of 2021, it rained like June, July, and August. And we do have a rainy season here, but not like that. Like, it was bad. I have videos of it, like, basically a river beside my house down to the street, because there's no, like, gutters here, and it's rock yards, and your rocks are, like, washing out on the sidewalk. But, like, I kept getting crap from the guys I work with. Like, Logan brought, like, the plague with him when he came here. Now it's, like, raining frogs. That's Dave's rain. I wonder if the rain messes up his koi ponds. Because I know, like, with a pool, when you're balancing, like, the pH and all that kind of stuff, I think too much rainwater can mess that up and you have to adjust, like, the chlorine levels. But I wonder how that works on, like, a koi pond where it's basically just a little mini lake in his house, a pond, right? And it grows, like, it's algae and all that kind of stuff. I wonder if it's affected or not. We stay in of the Mountain Gods in New Mexico. I don't know where that is. It sounds familiar. Inn of the Mountain Gods. Oh, new phone. I don't know where I moved all my buttons around, so I don't know where anything is. Inn of the Oh, it popped right up. Oh, it's like a Native American casino area. I feel like I've seen this. Mescalero, New Mexico. Yeah, I think I remember this because they do like some concerts and stuff there, and I think I remember somebody was coming there. But it looks really cool. You're back already. Did I really talk that long? We're just over an hour. There's no way you were gone 40 minutes. You were gone like 15 minutes. Nicole's on here.
It takes 10 minutes.
As soon as you left, Nicole jumped on.
Hi, Nicole.
She did it on purpose. She's probably creeping, and then as soon as you left, she's like, "Hi."
Oh, thank God Jamie's gone.
Oh, we need to get office chairs. We have like our kitchen table chairs with cushions, and they're still not very comfortable.
Well, it's because
We just haven't bought them yet.
yeah.
We did buy new couches. So we finally pulled a trigger and bought a couch for back here, so this can be like a guest room. It's like like a couch with a chaise on the side of it, and then the bottom pulls out and becomes like a bed. It's like IKEA style. If anybody knows what that looks like, I'm sure there's a name for that style, but that's what it is.
Well, I have a picture of it.
Great to surprise them. Yeah, I told them about how we're surprising them. So I said if my mom's watching, she just heard the surprise, but she doesn't watch these. I don't think she even really watches our videos. She didn't realize I still made videos when I left Korea a year ago. She thought I just did it for Korea, which I did. That's when I started January of that year. Then I left for Korea in like April, but I've kept it up. There it is. Got to angle it so you don't get the light. There you go. Oh, that's you did so much better than me.
So, and then this part has like a little storage underneath of it, and then this pulls out and it makes it like a little full-size bed. So.
Yeah. So we got one of those, and we bought some new couches for the living room, because the couches we've had almost my entire time in the Army.
Yeah.
Like 13 years,
maybe 10. No.
More than 10.
Because we bought them when we moved to Bluebonnet.
Yeah. And that was during my deployment. You moved there, right?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
You left right after.
Right after, okay.
We moved in there.
So yeah. They're IKEA furniture that we've repaired. Jamie's like done like craftsmanship on them.
If you took the covers off of it, it would look like we just
like
picked up some random
literally
pieces and
held together
couches
by
together.
chicken wire.
Yeah.
Like for sure. I mean, they're, particle board furniture. It can only last so long.
I've restuffed the cushions a couple of times.
But we were waiting until Nelson passed away, so we wouldn't have to. We could get new furniture and would be destroyed immediately by
Yeah.
a dog.
A 200-pound dog.
Yeah, exactly. Certain areas are hot in Vietnam, cooler by the ocean. Still hot for visitors. Yeah, she's talking about how she thinks Vietnam is hotter than Thailand. It feels like so. I questioned it because they live like by the ocean, like in a nice little smaller town. But then when they go somewhere, like they go to like touristy places with big old buildings, and I always feel like it's hotter when you're like downtown around all the hot things. All the buildings are on fire. That's why we're balanced. Maybe I miss it. I feel like I'm behind. I am behind. I'm not that far behind.
I'm not here to keep him on task.
First snow in Spring Rocks. Yeah, I don't... Hopefully we don't get snow here. It does inevitably snow a little bit, but then it melts as soon as the sun comes up. What'd she say? I'm jamming on that early rise. Yeah, I was talking about how I'm an early riser, and we're talking about Thailand and the weather, and how I would prefer to get up, do our walks and stuff, and then when it gets hotter out, go home, siesta, cook some lunch or something, and then when it gets cooler out in the evenings, go out to dinner. You know?
I mean, I feel like if there's more like something that like I'm super interested in or whatever, I have no problem getting up early. And I know that I should be interested in like my health and my fitness or whatever, but right now I'm just like kind of at a stage.
She's in a stage.
I'm in a stage where I'm just like.
So yeah, yep. I was just talking about how I like to run stuff in the morning, and it's cooler out at that time. So many concrete buildings. Yeah, it's hot.
We talked about that with like at the soccer games because it's so hot.
Oh yeah,
like, down in the.
I wore long sleeves. I don't know why I wore long sleeves.
I don't know why you did.
It was I was cold when I put it on, so now I'm hot. Oh well. Close to Rock Springs. Yeah, I'm cool with no snow. Hey,
Yes.
what are you coming to get your thing?
What?
Your mum?
No.
I showed him your mum,
Did you?
and I showed him your picture.
This is Madeline, my daughter.
I'm sure you've seen her in videos.
Me and Devin were gonna go eat. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Where are you going?
I don't know yet. We haven't figured that out. But we're getting there.
Okay. Have fun.
Where is that?
Do your homework.
My homework? I'm good. I got great grades.
Got great grades.
I do.
It's great.
It's great. Kids.
Yeah, kids. Yeah, I'm all about no snow.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, when it's super hot, you hate it, and when it's super cold, you hate it. But I'm telling you, there was a time at Fort Hood, in the back of our Paladin, or Cannon, like, I was so cold. I had never been that cold in my life. Like, never, ever been that ridiculously cold. I had multiple layers. I had my whole, like, mop suit, like my chemical NBC suit. Like, I had all that on also, just trying to stay warm. I was so cold.
Okay, I know I'm sitting right beside you,
Yeah.
but I was reading. Where did you say you were?
Is it Fort Hood?
Oh, yeah, that's a
That was a long
freaking
time ago.
bone-chilling cold because...
Yeah. Fort Hood is the horrible place.
You guys didn't see Devin's haircut?
Who cut your hair?
My friend. He's from the barber class.
You have
Oh,
friends?
okay. Oh, it's got a cool design.
Has an M in
What does
it.
that say, Maddie?
It's an M.
Oh, it's an M. Well, that's cool.
Isn't she cute? It's better than a
Man,
tattoo.
did you carve his name into your head? No.
Did you get a D on your nails this time?
No, but I'm gonna put one on.
Okay.
I'm gonna put one on.
Show your dad your nails.
What'd you get? Oh my God, that's so much.
Guys, look.
She wants you to see her beautiful nails.
That's too much.
This is
It's
better.
only for homecoming, guys.
I know. Wear your mom. You gonna wear your mom to dinner?
She sent me a Snapchat like 10 minutes after she got to school, and she's like, "You hear this shit?"
I sent it to him too. I sent it to him too. It was. I remember. I was going to the restroom and at 10 o'clock the announcements for like the whatever,
Uh-huh.
and it's for please a moment for silence. And I was in the hallway, And it was freaking loud as hell. Like loud.
Bye. Be
And
careful.
then when I go up the stairs, I had to lift it so I didn't trip on it. Swat.
Your life is so hard.
Oh, the mum life.
Her and her boyfriend are so
Yeah.
cute.
North of the mountains. No cold mountains. Let's just say we're on the coast next to the beach. I sat in the back of the van. And I thought I peed my
It's so funny that you say
Ah,
that,
it's
Nicole,
funny.
because literally if we go places and it's super hot and sweaty, I'll like whisper to Logan, I'm like, will you check, make sure I don't have sweat on my butt? Because I don't want to look like I
Dude,
peed my
and-
pants. But I'm hot constantly. I get hot cutting up vegetables for dinner because I'm a freaking weirdo. But I
Yeah.
don't want to hear what your thoughts are
I'm
on
not
that
gonna
because
say
I know what
anything.
you're going to say.
But I know what you're saying because, especially because that's why I almost always wear black shorts because the fabric they make some of these like tech shorts out of, like as soon as they get wet, like it's really noticeable.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, you have jeans on, but you maybe can't tell. Like, but you just like your tongue and put your finger and there'll be like a big mark. It's weird.
Yeah.
So it's like I always try and buy black ones all the time.
I think about 90% of my pants are black.
Yeah.
Leggings.
And leggings too. What are your thoughts on leggings? Because I think they're just underwear. People didn't wear leggings. Like little kids wore leggings, like under like a skirt thing. They were like leggings.
Okay, but I remember being a kid and you would wear like stirrup pants. Come on, somebody had my back on stirrup pants. Hi, everybody.
Oh, are people saying hi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logan had all the comments hidden. They were scrolled down. I couldn't see them.
We are like 20 minutes behind.
But yeah, I wore
Nah,
stirrup pants
9
and like a
minutes.
big sweater. Like that was like the big thing. And I love to do that. I like wearing leggings and a big t-shirt or a big tank top or a big sweatshirt. I don't know. It's just comfy. It hides all the chunks and rolls and inner tubes and built-in flotation devices. I like it. That's what this is. It's my built-in flotation device.
Whatever. I'm like toast and you're like jam.
Ah. Does that mean I'm crusty?
I don't know. I'm the one that's toast, and I'm more of a peanut butter fan.
Oh.
I don't put jam.
He's a crunchy peanut butter fan
Crunchy
too.
peanut butter.
What are your thoughts on peanut butter?
My glasses never fog up in the mall. Dude, I'm telling you, during COVID, because I wear glasses sometimes, but during COVID with that stupid mask, I bought these anti-fog wipes, and every morning I would put these anti-fog wipe stuff on my lenses because they constantly fogged up. It was stupid. True urban city dweller.
Electric plant for over 20 years.
I feel like it would be hot there also, since we're talking about the heat.
Yeah, for sure.
Bobby, oil and gas guy. Oil and gas family. Whoa. And that
Wow.
explains why you were in Dubai.
That's awesome, though. Man,
Yeah,
what a
that's cool.
story to tell.
You know, his last name's really like Exxon or like Chevron. It's Douglas Chevron over there.
Douglas 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven doesn't have gas. You pick,
Gas
you pick a
station.
store without gas.
7-Elevens have gas
No,
stations.
they're like, they don't.
Shh. Can we rewind?
No, 7-Elevens do like, it's like,
Slurpees.
yeah, there's a different company that does the gas.
I like Douglas
It'll-
7-Eleven.
It'll be like a Chevron / 7-Eleven. Come on. You're out of control.
You're out of control.
Government has shut down everything. Oh, yeah. You talking about for the oil?
Hey, now. I saw that comment.
What? Which one?
I'm not
They're
there
called
yet.
hot flashes.
I got the night sweats too.
Yeah.
That's why we turned the air conditioner down so much.
Oh, that's what I should have done before I came in here is turn the air conditioner down. Oh, well.
Guess what?
Oh, she has an app that she can turn the air conditioner down. My girl's almost 14 on the tomboys. She was too. She was she used to go running around with me in the mountains, hiking around all over, and then she became a girl.
Actually, she was just talking about that with her boyfriend the other night when we went out to dinner. He said something, and she was talking about how she used to go hiking all the time, and she did, man. She was always up in the mountains with Logan. She helped put a fence in our backyard. And she's always done craziness, and now she's just nails and hair and makeup and boys, and grosses me out.
Grosses you out, huh?
Okay, not really. Yeah.
I'm trying to find a photo of her from back then that I can share. Once I got adopted. This is the recruiting stuff. Answer a question while I'm searching through this.
Well, let's see. I can't really. Rondon said that the sweat problem is tough when you go commando. That was too much information right there. What's the name on them? Their name?
It's Bobby and Jai.
Okay.
They're the ones that are down in like the Southern California, coming back from Thailand. He's the one that had the neck surgery. There's back on the plane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Who's that?
Have a good day. They're leaving. Gotta run. Ron, John, are you friends with Siri? I will not say her name because she's nosy on the new phone.
That's what I just said. I said, I'm not going to say the damn name because then she's going to start talking.
Yeah. I did change her to an Australian accent because I thought it would be fun. But no, I am not friends with her. She's just as nosy as Mr. Google. So that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan.
Are you looking for a picture of Madeline hiking?
The one where I went to Pikes Peak or Manitou.
Oh,
Manitou Incline.
the incline. I don't think I have that one saved anymore.
Yeah, it's somewhere. Oh well. Yeah, this is how I went to Afghanistan. All right, never mind. No photos. You guys lose out. Maybe next time. Yes. And it's not. I don't know. I don't know about this phone. I said the jury's still out. I don't know. No verdict yet.
I am doing just fine with it. There are a few things that I'm like annoyed that I can't do, but it is what it is.
For the most part, you're good with it?
Yep.
I'm going to find a photo of her.
I have the picture of her twirling her hair on top of the Pilot Mountain.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. The Rockstar one?
Yeah. This is her up on top of the mountain.
Yeah,
Twirling her hair.
A little rock star.
Yeah. And then her yoga poses up there. She's a little.
She's still a kid. And I went to Afghanistan and then she's a girl.
This is really what she's like.
Yeah.
She's a brat.
She is. Yeah. Anyway, enough looking at my other screen. Yeah, what haven't we talked about? Talk about your mom, talk about Theron leaving, talk about myself, of course. Homecoming, the mum thing. Yeah, that thing is ridiculous.
It's massive. Did you show him? You showed him the picture with her with it on.
Yeah.
She's like a half an inch, maybe 1 inch taller than me. I'm 5'2", and like literally, it's massive.
Mm-hmm. Ron John. So that's good though sometimes, at least in America, because you could be talking about something like pizza or tacos, and then all of a sudden you get an ad for like a discount. And you're like, hey, look, buy one get one free.
Yeah,
And
I will.
You would have never known it if you didn't have the.
I will say that I noticed
the
when I logged into a lot of my things that would bring up an option to where it would say like, do you want us to track your searches or whatever, and you could put don't allow to track.
Yeah.
So,
'Cause you get,
but
like,
it
the
still
targeted-
freaking listens to you
Yeah.
constantly. But
The Earth is round. That's right. Yeah. Well, guys. Anything else, babe? It's was it almost 9?
yeah,
I'm ready to go to sleep because I got to edit video tomorrow morning. And then I got soccer in the afternoon.
And I've got homecoming prep.
And you have homecoming prep. Are you doing her hair?
No, I'm not doing her hair. She's going to do her hair and makeup. I just have to make some alterations on her dress.
Okay. Cool.
So.
Nice.
And then pictures later.
Yeah.
Is Theron going to the game with you?
No, I asked him. He said no. So I'm going to put the ticket out there if anybody needs it.
Okay.
He's going to stay here because he has good football games to watch. I said, okay, whatever. So, yeah, last home match is next Wednesday. And then from there, it's a couple away games and the season's over.
Yep.
The test once mentioned our cat, and the next day started seeing cat ads. Oh, absolutely. 100% that's what it does.
Yeah.
I'll talk about work stuff or talk about like I need to go buy a new pair of running shoes, and all of a sudden all my ads are running shoe ads. So
One morning, neither of us were even on our phones, and we saw a commercial for Zany Optical, and we were talking about it, and we were like, oh, that's where his brother used to order all of his glasses and stuff from. And I'm not kidding you. I got on Facebook, and I had like 3 Zany Optical ads, and then I got on Instagram, and there's like 3 ads, and
yeah.
And then Amazon even had like reader glasses, like
Oh, it's like
something you may
need
or whatever.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. I'm sure it's listening to everything I say now, so maybe my phone will give a thumbs up and follow and subscribe. It helps the algorithms.
That was for you, Mike.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right.
Well, appreciate everybody showing up.
Yeah.
It was another fun Friday. We might get one more Good Friday in before I leave for some training in October. And then November we may make some more. And then we got Christmas break. I'll probably make a lot of videos. And then it's off to a bunch of training for me. So might be some dry spells.
Yeah.
But don't worry. I'll teach Jamie how to make videos.
I would probably just do some shorts and post some pictures. That's about all you're going to do.
Some shorts
for
would
me,
work for
so.
sure. Yep. Everybody have a great weekend.
Yes.
And I'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye. Where's the outro? I don't know if we have an outro. Do we have an outro on here?
I mean, there's
Oh, there we go.
outro too.
We'll do that outro. All right.
We're
Here
good.
comes the outro.
Bye.